This is Electrical Awareness brought to you by me, Jeroboam Kimtai, in this wonderful YouTube channel that addresses electrical matters. I welcome you to join me again, even as I take this opportunity to say thank you for what you are doing by watching, sharing, and subscribing to this channel. For those that have subscribed already, I say thank you. And for those that are not yet, when you watch this video on YouTube, consider subscribing kindly. Thank you so much. Now, today, we are talking about extension cords. Extension cords come in handy when you don't have enough outlets, yet you have appliances, a number of appliances to cover. So these extension cords are the ones that are used to give you slots where you can plug in various appliances. Actually, this is what informed introduction of extension cords, such that if you have one socket outlet, you are able to extend from that and plug in more extensions, plug in more appliances rather. And so extension cords in this case can help you now to cover various appliances when you don't have enough socket outlets. However, extension cords, when not used rightly, are a source of electrical hazard. That is electrical fires and also electrical shocks. Now, these extension cords are not something to be amused of or are not something to be welcomed without proper knowledge. We have common practices that have brought people into problems of electric shocks and electrical fires, only to identify that problem to have emanated from use of extension cords in the wrong way. And so beware. And I am going to make you to understand as we go through some problems that come with extension cords. So you are welcome in this channel, and welcome you to also remember to subscribe, to like and share. And I invite you to watch the whole of this video. I know everything is important. Every detail in this short video is very important for your consumption, even as you endeavor to use electricity when you use extension cords instead of socket outlets. So problems that can come with extension cords around your home are what we are going to handle. Extension cords deteriorate over time, and so if they are not replaced or in good time, they become a source of electrical hazard. In that alone, we have a problem already because it is very expensive to replace these extension cords even if you observed timing on when to replace these extension cords, because in itself they're expensive to perform such a practice. And so you have to avoid extension cords if you think consumption or the appliances you are using call for replacement time to time. So instead you need to avoid them and use an alternative of even extending of introducing other socket outlets. And by that, I know out there you may need me to do a difference between an extension cord and a socket outlet. I promise to do this in the coming episode. Now, yes, here is how extension cords can become a danger. Number one, if an extension cord or its wire is covered by carpets or by furniture, then it means that there's nowhere where heat can escape from, and heat means causes of fires. Number two, if appliances are of higher wattage than the cord is designed to handle if is plugged in. Let me explain in that. Most of the cords are designed to handle 13 amperes of electricity, for example. When you plug in an appliance that is of more or that requires more amperes or more wattage eventually, then this will be a cause of fire for your electrical use. Number three, plugging extension cords into each other for you to achieve a given distance. For example, if you wanted to use an appliance say 10 meters away from where the socket outlet is, and the average extension cord has, say, 3 meters, then it will mean that you will use more than 3 extension cords for you to reach there. So it means you plug the first extension cord to the socket outlet, and then the second extension cord is plugged to another extension cord, then another extension, the third one is plugged to the second one. That practice is common, but it is not encouraged at all. It is very dangerous. What happens is extension cords are designed to be plugged on the wall. Period. Don't do any other thing apart from that. Number 4, another common practice that happens is hanging extension cords to give tension on wires. That is very dangerous because when wires are tensed, then this will be a source of heat at the point of connection at the terminals. So avoid hanging extension cords. The part where you plug in plugs on the extension cord has some kind that I would call holes that are supposed to be supported on the wall so that the wire does not experience any kind of tension. So be careful to watch on that and plug them on the wall the right way, okay? Or fix the extension cords the right way on the wall so that they don't give tension of any kind to wires that supply power to them. So those are the 4 major things that we need to avoid. Now, it would be very important for you to also note that extension cords can also be a source of tripping hazard. Tripping in this sense, tripping that eventually leads to falling, okay? Because when we talked about electrical hazards, we mentioned about falls from electric shock, but I would also want to submit to you that falling because you have been intercepted by cords of electrical cords is also in itself a very prevalent hazard or danger that people experience nowadays. So this is also important to note, and make sure therefore that you will do the following instead. You have to install more electrical outlets in your home rather than using electrical extensions for 2 reasons. Number 1, it safeguards you from electrical hazards associated with using excessive electrical cords. Using electrical outlets, wall electrical outlets, safeguards you from hazards associated with extensions that are at your home. So you need to use outlets for that reason. And reason number 2, it will also improve the appearance of your home. This will also improve the appearance of your home. So make sure you follow this that I have told you today. And thank you so much because you are going to enjoy this program. And I thank you for being with us always. And make sure that you follow these instructions as I continue giving you. In the next episode, I'll be able to share with you and give a difference between socket outlets and extension cords. Otherwise, let us meet in the next episode. Thank you for watching.